What's up, Pose? Leon here.
Don here.
Yep.
The Don.
The Don. Yeah, exactly. Get it
Yep.
right.
Yep. There's other Dons, but this is the Don.
You're the
Yeah.
Don. We're here on Spoiled It, where we review movies. We do a spoiler-free section at the beginning usually, and a spoiler section at the end. For this movie, as we have done with some recently, we are probably going to just forego that because there's really not a whole lot to kind of spoil here. I don't think it's kind of one of those movies. Like, by us talking about it, we can't really talk about it without spoiling it, essentially.
Yeah, I just say we'll do a mashup. We'll just throw it all together.
So yeah, not our usual spoiler at the begin, or spoiler free at the beginning and spoilers at the end. This one we're just going right at it. But we're reviewing Rental Family today.
Great movie.
The new Fox Searchlight movie featuring Brendan Fraser. And he's basically this American actor that's in Tokyo, and he does acting gigs, kind of commercials mainly, though. He's never really broken out.
No, it was all
besides
commercials.
one that he got like when he first moved there.
The toothpaste one.
Yeah, and he's been there for 7 years now, though. And he basically gets this job offer to do what is this company called Rental Family. And essentially, they have people work there. It's a very small group of people. It's 4 of them, including the owner and the creator. But they basically, they pretend to be like a husband or a father or whatever that you need to be. A girl that you supposedly cheated on. But
a dead guy.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was how you get kicked off to all this, and that was weird.
That was weird.
That was a weird way to kick us into this, but it definitely got your attention. But yeah, so this is from Hikari and written by Hikari, who I don't think I've ever seen any of her movies, or I'm familiar with any of her work. I'm assuming it's a she. Let me just check that real quick. Yes. Yep. Oh, she did Beef. That was a Netflix.
Never saw that one.
It was a Netflix one. That people really liked that I haven't seen fully yet. I think I've seen like the first 2 episodes, but it's pretty good. But yeah, so she did this. So I actually have seen very little of some of her other work. And this is very different from Beef because that's about like, unless this is a different project called Beef, but that she did. But that's about like someone that gets like road rage and then like basically like flips this person off and everything.
Yeah.
And they basically like it becomes like this whole thing where like they're like going at each other now basically because of this one road rage incident.
Sounds like kind of a John Wick kind of thing, you know. One little small thing sets something off.
But like it's like not like actiony.
Like
it's
the
like
dog.
It's not like actiony though. It's like more just like they start doing like I'm gonna like slash your tire, doing like little things that get each other back or whatever, and following each other and stuff. So I believe
like stalking one another.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so this is a pretty heartfelt movie.
I teared up several times.
Yeah, same. And this is very different from that. If that's the Beef that she was working on, but yeah, featuring Brendan Fraser. He does a amazing job in this. I really like him in this movie.
He did absolutely fabulous. And if you haven't seen him in The Whale, that was a great role he did too. He won an Oscar for that.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Back. He's really good at it. You know.
Nice.
And this one, he's just. I thought he knocked it out of the park. This was just incredible. I would, even though it makes you cry. I would go see it again. There's nothing like a good cleansing, you know. It
is kind of like that. It's like a sad movie, but then I feel like at the end, like you walk away like feeling hopeful. In the end,
there's a lot of happiness, and you know, and even though they're acting, pretending to be something that person doesn't have in their life, it makes you feel good. That you know, for the way that Brendan Fraser's looking at what they're really doing for the people.
Because he really struggles with it, like, at first, like, because he just can't really wrap his head around it. Like, he feels like it's kind of wrong, in a way.
Well, I think, because he basically starts out where he finds it weird and he's going to quit. And then he stays, and then he gets kind of attached to people, and then can't can't really do it. He feels that you have to have that you have to put that personal attachment touch onto it, which in the end that agency ends up kind of doing that. That's the feeling you get of where they're going.
No, exactly.
Yeah. So it's a very heartwarming film. They did a great job. I think the script was fabulous. The acting was amazing. Cinematography was pretty good too. So
yeah,
all around, it's going to be up for some Academy Awards.
You think so?
Yeah,
they got snubbed at the Golden Globes.
Yeah,
they just announced the nominations for that today.
That happens a lot though, but you never know. I mean, if it didn't,
I think it's going to be a fan favorite anyway. Like, people are really going to like this.
It'll be a crying shame if they didn't. It's kind of like Uncut Gems. That was so fabulous. It should have been in the Academy Awards somewhere.
Oh, for sure.
And didn't. If this one doesn't get nominated for anything, it's.
What do you think it should get nominated for? Just Brendan Fraser?
Yeah, Brendan Fraser should.
I think that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know if anybody else. I mean, the acting was great.
The old man I thought was great here. He actually made me cry during that part.
Yeah.
Like, I was tearing up. It was just a really powerful scene with him and everything, and like, yeah, I just really like Brendan Fraser's character because, like, in the end, which, like we talked about, is kind of the approach they took with it, or realized they had to take with it. I feel like he was like, I have to be friends with these people, kind of too. Like, I don't feel right, like, kind of deceiving them emotionally in that sort of way,
Well, yeah, but then that guy, the old Japanese guy that you were talking about, he ends up, he's an actor his whole life, and then he wants to go back at the end, to go back to his hometown of where he's from. And I think you get the feeling that, he played all these parts, but he never really got to play himself. It's kind of like John J. Kelly a little bit.
That's what I was saying to you. And then I think that part of just, like, with the two of them, kind of it becoming like a buddy kind of thing, which I think they were kind of trying to do too, but like, but kind of have these really deep themes about life and everything too, and like getting old and everything as well. I thought they tackled that really well here.
The kid there, the young girl that he pretends to be her father. She was a good actress too. She was a little kid, but
Shannon Mahina Gorman. Mia, that was her name, right?
No,
Mia was the little girl.
No, yes, yeah. But anyways, she did
really
a good job of acting. You really bought her character, and she has a couple of scenes where you tear up and want to cry, and
we understood like why Brendan Fraser like got attached to, like, where like she was just like, I feel like he was just kind of like a lonely person too, like, because like it had all those scenes where like he would sit in his apartment and kind of just look at, like, not to be creepy, but just like was kind of like looking like at like people in their apartments, like actually having fun with their friends, and like. But
then there was that one old guy that they always kind of they only did it like twice, but they come back to that old guy all by himself twice, if I remember right, and it kind of makes you think like he's reflecting on himself a little bit, and like, hell, that's going to be me if I don't do something.
Exactly.
So yeah,
which is an interesting touch, because then like it also seemed like he did have like a girlfriend though. That woman that he was like
Yes. Yeah, he did, but then they never did anything with her.
Yeah.
She just had that one part.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of an interesting like addition to this, because I was like, oh, he's got like a girlfriend though. Like, if figured they were kind of going for this approach where he was like kind of a very lonely person.
Well, I think they did a good job.
They probably did that just to show, like, I guess he has a girlfriend, but like still just feels like he doesn't have like a family though, like where he feels like he,
Well, I thought with that character, sometimes you watch a movie, just like we were just talking our previous podcast with Knives Out 3, is that they didn't do a lot with some of the characters. This one, they didn't do a lot
with the girlfriend.
But you didn't really miss her at all for the rest of the movie. You weren't saying, where the hell is she, like you were in Knives Out, you know what I mean, for some of those characters. So they did a great job. The script, I mean, I could see the screenplay getting a nomination in the Academy Awards, because the story's so good, and you even though you don't get to see some characters a lot, you really believe in it, and the emotion that you get from a lot of that.
Oh, yeah, it's very powerful.
Yeah, so I mean,
they did a great job.
That's a great script along with great acting. You know what I mean?
And I didn't mind having to read subtitles or anything either.
Well, there's
It's a good
yeah,
mix of like subtitles
yeah.
and
Usually, I
English.
hate subtitles in a movie because I'm a slow reader. But
And they kind of throw you some curveballs where it's like, oh, here's a little bit of subtitles. Here's actually English for a
mhm.
bit. Oh, back to subtitles, like where they're talking and it
Yeah.
just keeps switching like that. But I didn't mind any of that.
No, I didn't mind it either. Usually I dislike it, but it didn't really bother me at all.
No.
You're just so into the movie that you just, you know, you want to read the
Mm.
subtitles, you know. So
No,
usually
exactly.
that's one of those things that makes me walk away halfway through the movie. I get tired of reading it. So this one, you don't get tired of it. And there's not a lot. I'd probably say like, like what, 5-10% maximum is what the amount of Japanese subtitles that
Mm.
they do.
Well, know what else I just realized about this too, which I
What?
want to say real quick because I may have addressed this in a previous review we've done. So the actress that was like the other actress in the rental family group, the girl that like always did the calls of like
Oh, Aiko or
guys,
whatever her name was. Is that Aiko?
Aiko, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, her. She was in this like TV show they did for like King Kong and Godzilla called like Monarch Legacy of Monsters that we
Oh, really?
reviewed on Apple,
Yeah.
and I thought she was terrible in that.
She was good in
And she
this.
was really good in
Yeah,
this. That's what
yeah.
I was just about to say. So I don't know if I like shit on her in the Monarch one, but just want to apologize to her because that that show was just awful and
Yeah.
not good. And I think it shows that it was just a show, and she was probably looking at the script going, "I got to do this bullshit. Like this is
Right.
terrible."
Yeah,
Like
but sometimes
because she was fantastic in this.
well,
I didn't know what that. I was like,
well I
that's
think
why I think I was wondering. I was like, is this her when I was
right.
watching it?
Well,
And
sometimes the script, well, does it. They pulls out their acting. It's like
she just gelled with this so much more. She was like,
yeah,
"This is so much more my lane, or so much more my
yeah,
vibe." Because I did not think she was very good in that. She wasn't like awful, but like it was
yeah. I
just
never saw it. So
weak character also. So it's
is it one of
just
those really horrible ones that I should check out just to see how horrible
no,
it
it's
is?
just boring.
Oh, okay. Forget
Yeah,
it
so
then.
don't
I like
bother.
horrible and boring.
Unfortunately, we're probably gonna have to review a season 2 of that. So we'll see if she's returning for
Yeah.
that. But
Maybe she'll act better.
she's like, I've done Rental
Yeah,
Family
I've done
now.
Rental Family. I can act.
Do you think
People know.
anyone else would get like an Oscar nomination here, or do you think it would just be Brendan Fraser?
I think just Brendan Fraser. Um, yeah, because I think that's the character they did the most with. I can see the old Japanese guy getting
Yeah,
something for a supporting
which I would
actor.
love to find out his name, which I
Yeah, I can't
hate that I
remember.
forget, but it's not showing pictures for a lot of the actors in this on IMDb.
Well, I could see him getting the best supporting actor role because
Mm.
you really, they with the character, just to spoil it a little bit for them, you get he's developing dementia,
Yes.
Alzheimer's, and he gets some scenes where he forgets where he is and all that and becomes disoriented and
And you become very panicked where
yeah,
you
and he
think
did
he's
a
going to
great
get hit by
job.
a car
Yeah, he
and
did
stuff
such a
like
great
that
job at all
too.
that he really kind of made you feel for him, and the facial expressions and everything, and so I thought I could see him, but him and Brendan Fraser are the only two that
Yeah.
I think I would guess. I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, but like I said, I'd love to see the screenplay go on
Yeah,
there.
I'd love for it to get something like
Yeah.
that, which seems like it's usually like if it's not going to get best direction or
Hmm.
something like that, like sometimes they'll at least toss it something like that.
Yeah.
But I would love for it to get something like that, or especially win something like that, because yeah, I think this is like one of my favorite movies of the year.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
just really did a good job with it. Um, it's really deep and reflective, and it's got a lot going on here that I think would really make me want to watch it
Oh
again
yeah,
too
yeah.
and
I
stuff
mean,
like that.
it's kind of like when you look at you have less faith in humanity.
Yeah, this
Sometimes,
would
and
be
this
a
makes you
good
feel
movie to
better.
watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he kind of goes from, nothing to doing something, and you just kind of feel strong that not the society isn't going to shit or
Yes.
anything.
Yeah.
So
So maybe we all have to move to Tokyo now.
yeah, really, yeah. But no, it's a really great movie. I recommend it to everybody.
No,
It's
same.
amazing. I want to go see it again.
You think you will?
Oh yeah, I might even go tomorrow with my wife. I might drag her out to go see
We're
it.
gonna go see this.
Yeah.
It's gonna be leaving soon. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know how it's been doing box office wise or anything.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with box office things for probably since the last one I looked up was F1 when.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. Which that's another one that I think is going to have some Academy Award nominations.
Well, it's got some Golden Globe ones today, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's not in the top 5.
Well.
It's number. It's number 14.
How much has it grossed so far?
It got number 14 this weekend. It's grossed $9 million so far.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Probably cost about that to make this, right?
Yeah. Well, there's no CGI or anything like that. It's just mainly paying the actors.
Yeah. So it's probably about something like that. But
I mean,
wow, I'm surprised our theater was still showing it since it was number 14 this weekend.
And
what
we
the
were
fuck?
the only 2 people in the theater. You know.
Yet that time, One Battle After Another was still in theaters, and I wanted to see it with you. It was like 5th place, and they were like, "No, we're gonna take it out."
Yeah, it wasn't even in there that long. You know?
We're gonna keep the movie that's in 14th place, though, which I'm
Yeah.
glad because this movie was great, but that makes no sense. But yeah, if it's at your theater, I would say go see it. It's definitely not like a movie you need to see in theaters, but honestly, like it is a great. It is and it isn't. I think like it kind of like Knives Out. It would perfectly serve you watching it at home.
Yeah.
But like there actually is a lot of like beautiful cinematography, mainly because of Tokyo and the setting and everything. That like I think maybe some people would really appreciate in theaters and are really gonna vibe with.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you want to test to see how sentimental you are, we were the only ones there. But if other people were crying, then we wouldn't feel bad about ourselves.
So if you need a good cry, you'll have a private showing all to yourself if this is probably playing near you.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, you may cry and stuff, but it makes you feel good.
It does.
The last half of the movie is just an emotional roller coaster there. Of sadness, happiness.
It is, and I think they like all the plot lines. I really liked. I liked the way it like just ended overall, with like that last shot and everything. And I think it was supposed to be kind of like we talked about afterwards, kind of one of those things where they wanted people to kind of talk about what they thought that meant to them.
Yep.
Like the ending a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's always cool too. So yeah, really, really powerful film, really good film. Definitely. I think it definitely speaks to the goodness of humanity and stuff like that.
Now this one's also rated 7.9, just like Knives Out.
Yeah.
I think it's much better than Knives Out.
Yeah.
You know.
I would rank it higher, but it's a much different movie than Knives Out. But
yeah. I mean, like, you know, I'm a teacher, so I got to think in terms. 7.9 is a C+.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a C+ movie. It's much more than that. For me, I agree with you. F1 was the movie that I thought was the best one out of the year, but I think this one is the best movie that's out over the year.
Yeah.
I would give it a 9.
Yeah.
That's how strong I feel about that movie.
No, I would probably give it something similar to that. At least an 8.5, I think. And, like, basically once you start getting to that sort of territory, for me, it's like, you know, even movies that I've loved and watched, like, a billion times, like Harold and Kumar, like, Go to Guantanamo Bay, which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
That's a great movie.
Even that, I'd probably give, like, an 8.5 or something, where it's, like, to me, it's a 10 out of 10, but if I'm being, like, real, I'm like, okay, it's like an 8 or an 8.5, but, like, I would say this is a movie that's, like, at least an 8.5 for me, because it's just got so much going on. You like all the characters. All the performances are really good as well. Great cinematography. Really deep too. Which, you know, you don't get that a lot from movies now either. Where you're just I think, you know, I'm going to think about this movie the next day or two as well.
Yeah, so I am too. But, you know, just seeing it fresh off of it, seeing it an hour ago. Like I said, I give it a 9 because the way I look at it is that it took you through a little bit of an emotional roller coaster, like I mentioned earlier. I mentioned earlier that you feel good about yourself at the end. That kind of thing for a script to have that kind of emotional power
Yeah.
says a lot. And
No,
I
it
haven't had a
does.
feeling like this in a movie in a long time.
Same.
And so that's why I'm rating it high.
You know what else I think really helped with that was the score.
Oh,
Like the score that they kind of had.
yeah.
It was like very subtle, but like it was really like, I don't know, it just added to that like it was like that deepness and that reflectiveness almost to me. Like that, like the score like really helped that and gelled with that and amplified that at points where
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is really like. It's not like I'm gonna go home and be like, I'm gonna listen to this score when I get home.
Yeah.
But like it really like accompanied this movie just like so perfectly to me that like, yeah, I don't know, like pay attention to that like the next time
Yeah.
you see it. Like I think that was something I really liked with this as well. But that's been something I always really pay attention to the movies recently too. But it almost kind of gave me like, even though it's not like this at all, but like maybe it was just some of the points for some weird reason, but like kind of like almost reminded me of like Blade Runners a little bit.
In what way?
I don't know, like where it was just kind of like I really like the score for that. I think too.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And it's just like really like adds to these scenes where it makes them like deeper and like feel more reflective and like personal and
Yeah.
deep and stuff like that. So
Yeah, Blade Runner. Well, that was a good.
the first
soundtrack.
Blade, the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
So I felt that kind of felt that same way with this.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I wouldn't rush home, but it was a perfect companion. Like whoever did the score for it too, like was a perfect companion piece to
yeah.
this movie.
Yeah.
And really helped it out also. So, yeah, can't wait to see this again. Can't wait to hear what you guys think in the comments. I don't know what we're gonna do for a poll for this one. Best Brendan Fraser movie.
How about if we just put should Fraser be nominated for an Academy Award?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think.
That
we
is
should
a
do.
good one.
Yeah.
And everyone has to say yes. It's just gonna say yes and yes.
And then
yes,
you could put up
of
another.
course.
You could put up another one where you say who had the best performance besides Fraser, and you put some of those other characters up
Oh,
there, and
okay.
then they can click on that character.
Yeah, we can do something like that.
Yeah.
I'll do one of those too. But thank you for joining me on this one, Don.
Glad to come. Yeah.
Glad we both loved this movie.
Oh yeah. That's great.
Hope you guys like it too. And
I will.
as always, if you need to like us, comment on us, or subscribe to us, you can find us at YouTube at retro-TAINMENT and Grill TV Studios, Facebook at retro-TAINMENT and Grill TV, Instagram at 2 Pos in a Pod, and Borges and on my personal page and Grill TV Official, X at retro-TAINMENT and Grill TV, TikTok at retro-TAINMENT and Grill TV, and also you can find us on Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Castbox, Good Pods, iHeartRadio, Overcast, and Pocket Casts. Woo!
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just gonna start getting faster and feel like it's gonna be like Eminem eventually, where it's like. So yeah, I'm trying to work on it more and get to that Eminem
Definitely
point where I can just fucking spit it out
so
fast
make sure
as
we
shit.
put up that poll when we get off.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Oh no, it's going up. Don't
yeah.
you worry. I've had one for every video so far. Even though little people, we get viewers, but little people participate on the polls. Actually, some people do,
You don't get a lot?
but not a ton do. I want more people to do the polls. Do the polls, guys.
Please do the polls.
Yeah. They're there for a reason. The polls might just go away someday, and then when they're gone, you're gonna really miss them. And
They are.
yeah.
Yeah.
So don't have that happen.
We need research to look at. You know? Numbers. We
We
want
need
numbers.
the analytics.
Yes.
But thanks for joining us, Pose. We will see you on the next one. Peace, guys.
Peace out.